Good morning. This is the Truth Seeker 333, and today we're going to talk about how the INTJ can help the ENFP achieve their goals. So, there's a number of goals that I've helped my wife achieve over the years, and it's interesting with the ENFP because I'm always hearing things like, what have I accomplished in life? I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. I think that is sort of an ENFP thing. They feel like they haven't accomplished anything when they have done so much. And they continue to do a lot. And so, I just want to start by saying that, if you're an ENFP and you feel like you have not done a lot in your life, don't believe that. Don't buy into that. I mean, you as an individual touch more hearts and lives than the average person, okay? Because of your ability to connect and to bring people together, So with that out of the way, let me just say, over the years as an INTJ, I'm able to listen to my wife and put together a plan of what she wants to do, okay? So for a while there, she wanted to put together a CD of her music, and she wanted to copyright it, and she wanted to have it, professionally done, shrink wrap, the whole deal. So the thing about this is that the ENFP is constantly coming up with new ideas, and they're starting to see new things and how they need to address certain points of a different area on this topic or that topic, and so it's constantly changing and evolving. So that can be a challenge, because as an INTJ, you want structure, you want to bring things together in a manner that is completion. It completes the action. But what I found is that many times we'll begin a project, and I'll be getting into halfway through it, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, I want to add a new section to this song here. Or I want to add these words, and so it's like we may have been like at the studio already. We may have laid down several tracks already, and so it requires her to really make an assessment on how important that really is, because the project will never end. It will never end. It will always be evolving and becoming something better than it was. So I think, as an INTJ, it's up to us to kind of gently guide and explain, what the challenges are in getting to the goal of completion. But I mean, beyond the practicalities of just the guidelines of trying to get to a goal, the INTJ needs to be patient and understand that I believe the ENFP really is looking to others for guidance. But they will have certain things on their heart that they do want to communicate that they feel is important. But I think that we need to challenge them and say, what is the most important message? What is the message that encapsulates all of what you're trying to say? And so as an INTJ, it's just gently and, just offering that that perspective on, well, this is what we have here. We're trying to get this done. And so what is which are the things that you need to take out? See, because as an ENFP, you're always going to have probably way more than you need. I mean, the truth of the matter is we communicate our message to others through a variety of means, but we're giving everybody the same message over and over again. It's just on a deeper level or from a different perspective. And so as an ENFP, you need to realize that that's how you affect the world. You go through the world as these butterflies that just leave their imprint on everything. It's like this, it's kind of like, I would describe it as a smearing of beauty. That it's sort of like, I see it as messy, but life is messy and love is messy, and it's not rigid. It's not legalistic. It's just the ENFP, throwing out their blotches of color paint, finger painting the world, so to speak, and it never ends. It's like, oh, I could add more color over here, and I could do this, and I could plant some flowers here, and I could do that, and and then in the meanwhile, they're sitting there saying, I don't do anything in life. What have I ever accomplished? When in fact they are affecting the world in such a positive light. They don't even realize it because it's of their own nature. That's just of their nature to go around and spread beauty. So as an INTJ, when we're confronted with assisting an ENFP, like an ENFP says, oh, I want to write a book, and then you say, okay, well, I'll help you edit that book, but as soon as you're halfway through editing it, you find out that they've already given you several other revisions to 5 other chapters where they've added, or they have several other copies of other stories that expand, or so it can be a challenge as an INTJ. But I will say this, that you just need to capture the essence and edit it all together, because essentially the ENFP, they're all saying the same thing in what they're doing, and so you can bring it all together, because as an INTJ, if you stay focused, you can go through all this material, and you can bring it together and help them complete their tasks in that same manner, as far as that's concerned. So let me just say this. I think probably the most important thing in this video today is that don't downplay your gifts as an ENFP, and don't think that you're not getting anything done in this life because you think you're cursed with some kind of cosmic ADHD or something. But just know that we all appreciate you. We look forward to your presence as a person, and and you affect the world in a much greater way than you could ever know. So with that said, I'll leave it at that. God bless everyone, and keep seeking truth.